episode 129, Giving Back When You Have Nothing to Give. This is a way to start, especially, and I'm talking to newer authors here, folks who you don't have your first book written yet, but you're looking at how can I help? How can I get in with folks who are already established? How can I get a newsletter share? I don't have any subscribers. I don't have a book. But when the time comes, how do I get that stuff? Well, you start by helping. You help others. Barry Hutchison set the standard 5 years ago. He was still writing his first book, and he asked, hey, how can I help people out? I'm learning this thing with Photoshop where I can do 3D templates, and I can put your books into a 3D look for advertising. So he did a bunch of mine. I sent him some covers, and he said, here, how about these? And sent them back. And he had a certain skill and was trying to help out. You know something. You always know something more than somebody else. Everybody's an expert in something. I figure all authors are readers. So if you're an avid reader and now you're taking that step, well, I'm going to write my own stories. As you're building up, maybe you can help somebody when they ask, hey, can somebody give it a proofread? Can somebody give this a beta read? And read it for them and give them reasonable feedback. Don't give them the, oh, hey, I would write it this way. No, what, as a reader, how does it strike you? How does it, are there typos in there? All good stuff, all ways to help, all ways to give back before you're in a position, before you know anything as an author. You have skill, even if you're still learning. And this was when I first started out. For some reason, I kind of got what blurbs were about because I watched too many commercials when I was growing up. And I help people with their blurbs. Hey, here's your book. Oh, cool. Let me see. Here's how this would attract me and would do that. Doing things that people don't like. This is, people ask for help. People don't like certain things like blurbs or ad copy or little images to include in your ads. Those kinds of things, if you have an eye, you can do that kind of stuff. Like I said, maybe it's as simple as just helping somebody by reading their book for them. You have to stay engaged. Social media is a great vehicle. People demonize, hey, look, it's being used for X. Well, we're using it for Y. We're using it for the right stuff. And that's where you can make contacts when people put out calls, answer, hey, and you think, well, I need to get my book written first. Okay, that's fine too. But understand that sharing and being in the peer group is important, and it will help you step higher and higher. A saying that I've grown accustomed to using is, if you can't do a good job at a bad job, who's going to give you a good job? And this goes back to the shares. If you never help, you never do anything for anybody else, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, can somebody help me? People probably will, but if you help first, and even with no expectation of reciprocation, it still helps your brand, helps you, just gives you a shot at stepping off a little faster than you might if you just did it all completely by yourself. And that's what 20 Books of 50K is all about, is helping other people to help themselves. They're not going to sell your book for you, but they will help you get that exposure, good exposure, not the kind where, hey, do it for free kind of exposure. The good exposure where you are actually in touch with real fans, real readers who vote with their money by buying books, by reading books in Kindle Unlimited, all ways that would bring revenue to you. So think about those things. Think about what you can do. Maybe it's just your expertise. Hey, I'm a small town librarian. Cool. You're perfect for Hallmark movies. What if you're a police officer? What if you're a forest ranger? What if all of this stuff, people are writing about these things, but they don't have that expertise. And so they Google a few things, maybe read a book, but you're there. This is something that you can provide and help others to see you as, hey, this is a person who helps us. So yes, I want to help them. It's the best way this world works. And it goes not just for books and authoring, but pretty much everything in life. Help when you can with what you're good at. Everybody is an expert at something. Everybody knows something that other people don't know. So that's where you can provide that expertise, that imagination, that insight, and help make all the books better. All right, everybody. That's it. You have something to give back. So never think that you don't have anything, because you do. All right. Peace, fellow humans.